Flosstube, Ashley here, Boogie Stitcher on YouTube, Schleesem_Boogie Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another unboxing. This one is from Paint Some Way, and I will leave all of their information in the description box down below in case you guys are interested. We have one cross stitch pattern and one accessory, and this one is kind of a fun one. So if you haven't been following me, I do what's called a traveling pattern, where I send a pattern around the world to like 12 different people. We all stitch on it and it comes back, and then I give it away to like a drawing of like one of the participants. Well, this pattern is like a little mini traveling pattern. So my mom, my Nana, and I are all gonna be stitching on this. We'll all do different sections just whenever we feel like it. And then as soon as it's all done, one of us will keep it. So I thought that would be like super fun to do like a small little one, since we're all into cross stitch now. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead. So for this one, I recently did an unboxing for one of these frames, and I was told that it's so hard to tighten and stuff because this is actually an off-brand. So apparently, if you didn't know, this is an off-brand of a Nurge, I believe that's what it's called. And the difference between this and the Nurge is the Nurge, its screw goes up like this, which makes it easier to tighten it, and it's not so close to the frame to tighten. So I wanted to get a smaller version though, because the pink one that I have is a little bit too big for me. This is about the size that I normally stitch. I think it ends up being about almost 7 inches. It's a number 2, 165 millimeter by 145 millimeter is like the dimensions that it says. But I think as in comparing with like a round tube, I think it's about 7 or 8 inches. Anyway, so I wanted to get a small one to try with this to see if it is any better. So here's this. And the pattern, the mini traveling pattern. Hopefully they gave me a good pattern picture to show you. They did not, but if you're watching this, then you'll already know. I'll just put the pattern picture as like the cover picture, the thumbnail of this video. But here is the pattern, which of course looks terrible, but it's a little cottage. So I finished my cottage a few months ago. Finally, I've been working on it for years, and we decided that we're gonna do this one. And I got my mom into tent stitching, and my mom got Nana into tent stitching. So we're all going to work on this in tent stitches. So I'm super excited that we're all stitching tent stitch, which we use 6 strands and a size 18 or 20 tapestry needle for it. It just works out so much better depending on like how big or small the holes are of the canvas. So, but yeah, so we'll all be stitching a 10 stitch, 6 strands, and I'm so excited. So this one came with a tool kit. We have pom-pom gold tip needles, a thimble, and a needle threader. My Nana saves these gold tip needles, and she uses them when she did full cross, but I think she's kind of doing all 10 stitch now. She might still be doing some full cross because I don't think she would like to convert anything. And then we have a poster pattern. So here is the whole thing. It is a 50 by 50, and it is poster paper. I do see, however, some splatters on this poster from printing. It's up here, but everything else down here seems to be printed okay, and it's big enough for me to be able to read, which is nice. So I think the actual pattern, poster pattern, is fine. It's got 35 colors in it, and I'm just gonna quickly look and see if it has any like similar symbols. It does have like a greater than sign and an X in the same color, which might be confusing if you save those symbols for last. So I'll just make sure to do some of those like before. It does come with instructions. Let's take a look at the canvas. Oh no, I've been found. Jeannie knows I'm in here. So here, hi honey. Here's the whole thing. It is very darkly stamped. It's dark colors for stamping, so I'm a little bit surprised, but I do like that I can see some of the details in it. I can see that this is like a little porch or window. We got the roof, part of the cottage hutch down there. We got the water down here. This either a pathway or water, and then we got the like field. So I can easily see that. That's good. but I'm a little bit concerned about how dark the colors are, because a lot of times when I get dark colored kits, they're not stamped very well. So let me just take a quick peek at this and see what it looks like. So yeah, it's definitely not like the greatest stamping. It is pretty dark and pretty, some of the symbols are a little bit blown out. For example, here, those are supposed to be green plus signs, and if it was super crisp, it would look like that. But it's like really thick lines that almost looks like a green circle, which there is kind of like a turquoise circle, but luckily I can see the difference between the two. There's also like a Y. Is that supposed to be a Y or a V? 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's a Y, and then there is, let me show you on here. So there's supposed to be a Y and then like a half triangle. And then on the canvas, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. So that's the Y. It's so blown out that it looks like a V. And then you have the half triangle. So that might be kind of hard. But I think those are the only symbols that are a little bit messy. Everything else I think is going to be okay. There is also, though, a red circle right next to one of those like triangles. So I might just, before, like when I do my part, go through and just fill out all of those symbols so no one else has to deal with them. Maybe. I don't know. And it is serged all the way around. Okay, next up are the colors. Again, we have 35 colors, and it looks like it is on Flosstube, so I'll need to re-kit this up on floss cards because we all prefer the floss cards over Flosstubes. But let's take a look and see what colors we have. I'll do my best to show them. They're really hard with Flosstubes without completely destroying the kit and unorganizing it. But we got some lighter color blues and purples, probably for the water and the bushes. We got some light greens and like some tan for the cottage. This is pretty color. I think that might be $37.99. It is $37.99. I know some of my like common colors. Some mustard yellow. I'm gonna fold it in half so you can see some of the colors on the inside. We got some oranges in there, some greens. And there we go. So with these floss drops, you can punch a hole in here and put them on like a bind ring. I like to punch holes in them and just use a piece of floss to tie like, I don't know, 10 colors on one and then like 10 colors another, and like have them a little bit more separated. So yeah, not too bad. I'm super excited. I am a little bit nervous about the canvas not being completely crisp because it's much easier, obviously, if it is crisp, especially with a pattern than when we're sharing, but not too bad. So I will keep you guys updated with how we stitch this and how it goes, in case anyone is interested. And yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Paint Some Way, for sending these over to me. I appreciate you as well. I hope you all stay safe, stay warm, and take care. Bye.